I'm Jen Carlman with InLab News. We are here at the second day of the Fall 2010 Demo Conference in San Jose. I'm joined by two gentlemen, Philip and Jeff. You guys are both from the company Dynamics. And Jeff, let me start with you since you're the CEO of the company. Tell me a little bit about Dynamics and what your company is all about.
Sure. So we started in 2007. We worked on the technology for a couple of years. And after we had working technology, we showed it to the then Executive Vice President of Emerging Technologies at Visa.
Okay.
And he ended up joining us full time after he saw the tech. And so we solved the largest problem in payments. We solved the problem that we have 60 million 1970s magnetic stripe readers, and there's no way to send dynamic information through them. And so what we've created an entire computing platform, and we've put it into the size and shape of your standard credit card.
Okay.
And we've created the world's first fully card programmable magnetic stripe. So we can actually change every bit of information on that stripe at any given time. So there's a number of products that can be realized. For example, multiple cards in one. You simply press the button, associate with what account you want, and we rewrite all that information to that stripe so you can use it in a traditional purchase. So this could be your debit account, this could be your credit account, and by just pressing one button, we then change all that information on the stripe.
So you ultimately are helping people get rid of the 5 or 6 credit cards that they already have in their wallet.
Correct, for those people that gain value from that functionality, but there's not one card for everyone, there's multiple cards for multiple people. And so if you're a security-oriented user, you want to help eradicate fraud. And so we have a card that does that. We have a card that has a paper-thin flexible display on the front of the card, 5 buttons in the stripe. In order to turn this card on to use it, you have to enter an unlocking code into the card that only you know. If you enter the correct unlocking code, then your number is displayed visually, so you can use that for your 10% of transactions that are done online. And now you can swipe this card magnetically because we write all of that information so you can use it in store. After a period of time, the display turns off and the stripe erases itself, therefore drawing all of that personal information into the card. Cards lost or stolen, it's irrelevant, it's a dead piece of plastic. Cards are as thin as a normal card, 33 thousandths of an inch, completely flexible, and they are also waterproof. So you can put it in your...
There's the water while you brought it up. And this is part of your display that you'd use in the pitch, correct?
Correct.
Wow. Okay, Philip, let me ask you, as the chief product development guy, you came from Visa, so obviously something struck you about this product. Tell me a little bit about your own personal motivation and what you think of what Jeff's created here.
Absolutely. My job at Visa for the last 15 years as the EVP of Emerging Technologies was to introduce new products, new technologies into the marketplace for consumers. And in that span of time, did all the contactless cards and EMV chip cards in different parts of the world, and learned that the most difficult part is to get the merchants to put in new terminals and new devices to take these new form factors. And that has always been very difficult, and one of the reasons why those initiatives have not been the most successful. When I saw this technology, it solved that problem. And on top of that, of course, Jeff is one of the most dynamic CEO that have ever run across, and he was a patent attorney, an MBA, and an engineer. So it's just
he had it all, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just have to join the company.
All right, Jeff. Let me see that card here. All right. So you answered my question already about the security issue, and can you do the same thing with security that you can do on that other one, basically unlocking? Because I would think as a consumer, it would be 3 times as more dangerous to have all of my accounts on one card as opposed to just having one card be potentially stolen.
Sure, and so it depends on actually what accounts you're putting on the card. And so you might see, we'll let our issuers announce the products that they've been developing. We actually sold the largest on-card technology pilots in the history of banking, and these cards are actually in use in the US today in stealth trials. And so when you actually see the products, you'll actually see that all of these questions have been answered and answered very intelligently. That being said, once again, there's not one card for everyone. There are going to be people that don't care about security, that may not appreciate convenience, that are affinity users, that really like their loyalty systems. And so how do I enhance a loyalty card? How do I create a more budget management oriented card for the budget management conscious consumer? And so you'll see a variety of cards, and instead of one card being forced upon you, get to select the card that you believe has symmetry with your value system.
Very interesting, and I have 2 more questions. One of them is, I know you mentioned it's flexible. This does sort of feel like a regular credit card, a little bit more flexible. Is this going to work on the same systems that are already in place, or would you have to absolutely revamp all the credit card
Great question. Yeah, and so all the credit card machines read from magnetic stripes.
Correct.
And so we've actually created a programmable magnetic stripe. And so you do not have to change any single magnetic stripe reader. This will work in every swipe reader, every dip reader, and every motorized reader that's out in the market today. And so you can upgrade the infrastructure without changing it.
Right.
And large issuers can upgrade their infrastructure by releasing cards without upgrading the infrastructure of their main competiters. And so you
Very
can introduce
interesting.
extreme differentiation into payments.
Well, I certainly could see, Philip, why you're so excited about it. He is very dynamic explaining the product. And my last question is with regards to, I mean, Philip was kind of giving us a little bit of your background, Jeff, but how do you come up with something like this? I'm always amazed at the things that come out of demo. What was your own personal drive to create this product?
Sure, and so I've been close to innovation my whole life. I'm actually an inventor in over 150 pending and issued patents spread across multiple companies. But I wanted to innovate in payments, and I really tried to just take a disciplined look at it. And when you take a disciplined look, you see that the problem is this infrastructure, and you understand when you bring on experts like Philip that you just can't change it. And so it's actually very natural. The hard part is how do you actually create the technology? So you have to hire extreme engineers with extreme experiences in order to do that. And we were able to do that and did it very successfully.
Very exciting. Where's the company at right now? Is the product in beta form? Are you?
Products currently in stealth trials in the
Okay.
United States, and we will allow our issuers to announce, their products on their own timetables.
Right. Very cool. The company is Dynamics. Jeff, the CEO, and Philip, product development. Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
Thank
Best
you
of
very
luck
much
to
for your
you.
time.